Hello everybody. This video is going to be about Neil Young. Um, I thought it'd be a cool idea to rate all of the Neil Young records that I have on vinyl. That is, I don't have every single Neil Young album on vinyl, but I have all of his more critically acclaimed ones besides like Harvest Moon and Ragged Glory. But besides those two, I have like his Ditch trilogy, his early stuff that a lot of people love. Um, but yeah, this video is going to be me um, doing a ranking of all of my Neil Young albums, my least favorite to my most favorite. The key thing being least favorite because I love every single album I have of Neil Young's in my collection. I love every single record in some type of way. Of course, some more than others. But I thought it'd be a cool video, and I haven't done a video like this before. I don't think doing an entire um, artist collection that I have. So I thought it'd be cool, a nice change of pace. Um, Maybe soon in the future, I'll do like an individual video for an individual album. Just do like, I guess, short reviews for one album. Just kind of talk about it, what I like about it, stuff like that. So let's get started. And this is my actually no, this is my opinion. Normally I wouldn't say that. I would say it's the definitive opinion, but I'm not confident in this ranking. It could change next week. So um, all right, let's get started. I already know um, my last place is going to stir some people up, but I went with Harvest, his 1972 release, I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, 1972. This is a newer reprise uh, pressing, and then this is my original copy. This one is 180 gram because I know because it's heavier than this original one. Um, this is my last place because I have never really connected with Harvest as much as most Neil Young fans have. I love Out on the Weekend. I think that's an amazing song. I love the lyrics. Um, and I love playing that on guitar. It's a really fun song to play. Um, the album cover is also pretty lame to me compared to some of Neil Young's other album covers. Um, this is probably one of his more unexciting albums. It's very run of the mill. It's like every someone who has not listened to Neil Young's more folkier stuff, this is what they think of. Like this is just the definitive early folky folk rock Neil Young. But not to say there are songs that I don't really dig. Like I said, I really like Out on the Weekend. I love his harmonica playing. He's a great harmonica player. He's a brilliant guitar player, especially acoustic guitar. I think he's one of the best. He reminds me of Elliott Smith a whole lot. Or should I say, Elliott Smith reminds me a lot about Neil Young since Elliott Smith came after Neil Young. But yeah, I do like the gatefold design for this album too. But yeah, I love Out on the Weekend. I think Harvest, the title song, is very underrated. Um, I um, I like the rhythm on that song. Um, let's see, and I don't like there's songs on here that I just don't like. I don't like A Man Needs a Maid, and I don't like There Is a World. I think that's what it's called. There Is a World. Those two songs just don't fit on the album for me. Like I don't think they belong on an album like this. Um, Mostly with lead Neil Young piano songs, I just don't dig them as much as other people do. So Man Needs a Maid, eh. I think it's nice that he wrote that after he met Susan, but I just don't connect with it very much at all. And There Is a World. It's cool that the London Symphony Orchestra was on it, but come on, I don't I don't really dig it. But songs like Heart of Gold, like come on. By the way, he plays with the Stray Gators and not Crazy Horse. He plays with the Stray Gators all throughout this album. Um, and they're good. Stray Gators are good, especially on songs like Alabama. I love Alabama. And this has also been playing in his Broken Arrow Ranch, I think that's what's called. That's Neil Young right there. But yeah, Alabama, I love the lyrics on that song. You got a wheel in the ditch and a wheel on the track. I think it's brilliant. And the last song, Words, Between the Lines of Age, the chorus is so catchy. I love the harmonies. And I'm pretty sure Steven Stills and Graham Nash do vocals on that song. That's super cool. Mini, I guess, Stills, Nash, and Young reunion. But yeah, highlights for me: Alabama, Words, um, Old Man is really good. James Taylor and Linda Ronstadt. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she's beautiful. Her voice is beautiful. James Taylor, he's got great vocals. He's just amazing all around. Um, the banjo on Old Man is also really good. That's a Neil Young classic. I think I like Old Man more than Heart of Gold actually, in terms of hits of his. But yeah, this is, I mean, it's a solid album, but it's one of the only Neil Young albums that I just don't like some songs on, which is There Is a World and A Man Needs a Maid. But yeah, that goes in last place. Um, Second to last place, let me actually count these. So I'm okay, I have 10 Neil Young albums. So in ninth place, I think I counted right. I hope I did. In ninth place, Rust Never Sleeps. People love this album. Most people deem this as Neil Young's best. I don't. In fact, I think most of his albums are better than this. Um, I don't know why I don't dig this as much as other people do. I love Powderfinger. I think that's one of my favorite Neil Young songs. Um, I'm trying to think of how, when I start recording, like I forget how songs go. But damn it! Oh my god, Powderfinger, do-do-do-do-do. And a man on a rake, do-do-do-do. Go tell John, but it don't look like he's here to deliver. Powderfinger's great. That's a Neil Young classic to me. Um, I think I just don't really like the cliche first side acoustic, second side electric, because Bob Dylan does that, and he does it brilliantly and like very uniquely. Neil Young, I mean, he does it, and it doesn't really impact the songs in a positive way for me, at least. I think it's a little cliche. Um, Hey Hey My, Out of the Blue, the acoustic version. The first song on this is amazing. I think that's one of my favorite acoustic led Neil Young songs ever. I think it's beautiful. Next song, Thrasher. I also think that's a beautiful song poetically and lyrically. I think it's amazing. It's one of his more vague and kind of um, story like and just kind of, it's like I don't know, it's like a almost a book, or like it's like he's writing a novel or pieces of just like, I don't know, one of his more poetic songs, as in nothing is very direct. You kind of read it and interpret it as how you want. And usually with Neil Young songs, he's pretty direct when he talks about love and isolation and grief. But with Thrasher, it's very, reminds me of Bob Dylan's writing a whole lot. But I still really love that song. I love the harmonica solo at the end as well. Um, what else do I like? And then Ride My Llama is fine. Pocahontas is really good. That's my favorite version of Pocahontas is not on this album. Um, Sail Away is also pretty good. I kind of, Sail Away is an underrated track actually. Not a lot of people talk about that one. It's a very pretty song. Sail away. It's like the chorus is very nice. And then side two, the electric side, Powderfinger is really good. Welfare Mothers is kind of cheesy to me. Just the chorus and the Welfare Mothers, big better lovers. I don't D4C. I don't. It's fine. Just compared to Neil Young's other writing in the '70s and other earlier songwriting in the '70s, um, like this is just not his best to me. Um, Sit and Delivery is pretty good. I love the part where the tempo and rhythm kind of slows down and lets the guitars breathe. And Neil Young's guitar playing is also really awesome throughout the entire electric acoustic set. That's the thing. Everybody plays really well, but it's just the songwriting that's just kind of like, like it's not his best. Like I just don't get it. Or I get it, but it's just like maybe since I'm not connecting with it as much as other people, maybe I don't get it. But Sedan Delivery, I like that way better than Welfare Mothers. I just don't think I like Welfare Mothers. But then the electric version of Hey Hey My Into the Black is that's a rocker. I mean, that's a wicked song. It's great. The it's a great closer too. And I think I like the structure of the bookend of Hey Hey My Hey Hey. But um, yeah, it's I mean it's also kind of considered a live album a little bit. I think it's impressive that Neil Young is like, or wait, no, he's not the only guitar player. I was about to say I thought they were a trio at this point, but I forgot there's another guitar player right here. But this is Neil Young right here on the album cover. Um, I like the concert film. I mean, it's all right because that kind of resembles Live Rust more than anything. And Live Rust is a really great live album too. But Rust Never Sleeps, it's good. It's good, and that's it. Good in Neil Young standards is like amazing, but in terms of his discog, he has some legendary stuff on here. Eighth place. Let me count one more time. I still don't think I have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, I do have 10. Eighth place is I am counting live albums as well. It's probably not fair, but who cares? This is his Royce Hall performance in 1971. This was a year before Harvest came out. That's important to know. This is fully acoustic set. He plays piano on a couple songs like Journey Through the Past, which is okay. um, what else does he play? A Man Needs a Maid, which is See the Sky About to Rain. I really like that. Off on the Beach. I don't like the solo piano on this live album. Let's see, what else? Love and Mind, that's one of my favorite piano ballads that Neil Young has ever written. I really like Love and Mind. I think it's a sweet and beautiful song. Um, and it's very poetic too. I actually really love that song. Um, and that's with piano led songs, but his guitar playing, his acoustic guitar playing is like any is not it is so unique. If you want a album to really if you want a Neil Young album to listen to that really paints a perfect picture of his guitar playing, listen to his live acoustic stuff because he's just a brilliant acoustic guitar player. His hammer-ons, such unique melodies, and he plays them so well. Like his renditions of "Tell Me Why," I love "Tell Me Why" off of After the Gold Rush. I love that song. His acoustic versions on of "Cowgirl in the Sand," amazing. Same as Down by the River, amazing. Ohio, amazing. Not even well, he wrote the song, but it was originally Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young song. But yeah, just all of his acoustic guitar songs on here are amazing. Sugar Mountain is a cool. He does a call and response thing with the audience. The audience starts to sing the chorus, and his kind of banter with the audience is also really fun. But yeah, this is just a really good acoustic live Neil Young album. I think I would suggest his Carnegie Hall live album over this, but I don't have that on vinyl. But this is a good it's just um, a generally good a generally good live acoustic Neil Young album. 1971 Royce Hall, and the tickets were only 250 or $2.50. Isn't that kind of crazy? This is a picture of him too. He's really cool looking, isn't he? And he plays harmonica on these songs too. Very cool. Seventh place. Um, we're getting it. This is the territory where I really love these albums, and it really got hard to rank these. Um, So just be warned. This is after the gold rush. This was 19. When was this? 1970. So this was before 2 years before Harvest and a year before that live album I just talked about. After the Gold Rush, it didn't click with me on first listen, um, but it grew on me exponentially. I've grown to love basically all the songs on here. What kind of confused me at first was why there were really short songs on this album. Like Crippled Creek Ferry is the last song. It's a great song. Crippled Creek Ferry, turn it through the old time. That's a great song, but it's so short. There's also another really short song, Till the Morning Comes. That's a short song, but it's great. Like it's just a really well written short song. But some of my very first favorite Neil Young songs are on this album. Like Tell Me Why. The first time I heard that, it was amazing. I love his guitar playing. When you're old enough to repay but young enough to sell. What a line. What a line. Um, and then after the Gold Rush, just those piano led songs, man. I like the what horn instrument is soloing on that song. Is it a trumpet or a trombone? I don't know what it is. French horn? I don't think it's French horn. Um, but yeah, I like that solo, but I don't like honestly I don't even like his singing on After the Gold Rush. I guess it's still a pretty song and lyrically it's a little too like dry and poetic for me. Dryly poetic. Poetic is good, but dry poetics, it doesn't do very well. I don't dig it most of the time. Here's his pants. Isn't that kind of cool? And it's also Gateful. This is him kind of lounging on a sofa, and I think that's is that I don't know if that's a poster, but that looks like his wife Susan at the time right there. Um, but yeah, Tell Me Why is brilliant. Only Love Can Break Your Heart lyrically, beautiful song. One of my favorite Neil Young songs. Only love can break your heart. Amazing song. Chorus is just such a well written song. Southern Man. It's one of an exclusive electric song on here. Amazing. One of my first favorite Neil Young songs was Southern Man. Southern Man, turn your head. Don't forget what the good book said. It's just the melody, the chord, the progression, so badass. Really, just such a badass song. It's about slavery. Fuck slavery. Great song. Um, yeah, and then Oh Lonesome Me, that was my alarm for a long time. The harmonica is piercing at the beginning, but it's still a pretty good song. Don't let it bring you down. It's only castles burning. Find someone who's turning, and you will come around. It's got a good groove. It's kind of a groovy song. Don't let it bring you down. Another great one. Birds is a beautiful piano-led Neil Young songs. One of my favorites. Up with Love in Mind for me. Birds is a beautiful song, beautiful Neil Young song, beautifully written. Um, and When You Dance, I can really love. At first, I thought it was kind of a cheesy song, but it's kind of catchy. It's been growing on me. And the piano is really nice too. I didn't notice the piano on first listen, um, but yeah, it's a really great song. Really cool song. Um, I Believe in You is one of my favorite Neil Young songs that he's ever written. Lyrically, it's pretty crushing. It's very deep. Um, it was like how since I'm. It was something about like since I made you love me, am I able to ruin it in a day? um, am I lying to you when I say I believe in you? Jesus. But yeah, really great song too. And the Crippled Creek Furry, bit of a weird closer, but it's still a good song. Um, I think this is just a better Harvest. Is that weird to say? Because both sounds are pretty different actually. Harvest is more kind of countryer and folkier. This is much more songwritier and independent. Um, but yeah, I really love After the Gold Rush. I didn't expect it to grow on me as much as it did, but yeah, a very good album. Okay, seventh place, 10. No, wait. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah. Yeah, sixth place is Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere. This is 1969. So, um, I don't know, take that as you will. This is one of his first, this was a sophomore record, one of his first after he left Buffalo Springfield, or after Buffalo Springfield kind of split apart. Um, but this is his first, like, real electric album with Crazy Horse. At the time, they were called the Rockets, I'm pretty sure. But Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere. It was one of the first Neil Young albums I ever listened to, and it's got some of my favorite songs by him on here. Cowgirl in the Sand, a perfect jammy song, amazing. The interplay between Neil Young's guitar playing and Danny Whitten when he was still alive, um, brilliant guitar playing between the two of them. The rhythm section with was it Billy Talbot and Ralph Molina. Well, I need to look at the liner notes. Um, Billy Talbot and Ralph Molina, the rhythm section, they're brilliant. Everybody's just in their bag, and it looks like it sounds like they're having such a good time recording these songs. That makes me happy. I love Down by the River. That's a Neil Young classic. Everybody knows that song. Cinnamon Girl, not my favorite like poppier Neil Young song. Um, I love the title track on here though. I love that title track way more than Cinnamon Girl. Uh, I think that I'd like to go. I'm not gonna sing the whole thing, but it's a really great hit Neil Young song. Like for the radio, brilliant song. Um, I think Round and Round is a nice slow burn song. I think it's very underrated. Same thing for the losing end. When you're on the losing end, and I feel that way again. That's a underrated. Not a lot of people talk about that song, and I don't think people know it's on this album actually. But that's a really great kind of deep cut on here. But still, Cowgirl in the Sand is like the penultimate track for me. I think is a brilliant song. One of Neil Young's best songs in his entire career. It's Cowgirl in the Sand. The acoustic version is just as good. And it's cool because it's a 10-minute song too. It's a long song, at least compared to what was being songs that were being recorded in the late 60s. Like I said, this is from 1969. We're not even in the 70s yet. But same with Down by the River. That's a 9-minute song. Down by the River and Cowgirl in the Sand can have the same blueprint. They're just kind of stretched out jams between Crazy Horse and Neil Young. But I think the magical thing is Neil Young. It feels like just a band. It doesn't feel like Neil Young and Crazy Horse. It just feels like Neil Young is in Crazy Horse. Like it doesn't feel like a separate thing. Because they play together so well. But yeah, one of my favorites. Very underrated. I dig this album a whole lot. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 because I'm running out of room. So, bye guys.